Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. And coming up here on today's show, I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why. Not only did the Las Vegas Raiders win the Davante Adams trade, but also why Derek Carr was a clear winner. If you live underneath a rock, if you haven't seen, Davante Adams mentioned the Raiders Report and me on his live interview that he just had on Tuesday. I don't know about y'all, I'm pretty excited about that. So if you don't think for a second that players watch, you're wrong. This is why the Raiders Report is the best Raiders show in the world. Here was the deal that ended up going down. The Raiders, they got Davante Adams. The Green Bay Packers ended up getting our first and our second round pick this year. It's all good, right? It's all good. If you think that the Raiders won the Davante Adams trade, then I want you to go ahead and like this video right now because I think we're clear winners. I was excited about the Rocky Sin-Yannick Ngakoue trade, but I think there was a little bit of a debate there. I put out a video of why the Raiders won that trade as well, but this one, come on, man. We know the Raiders won this deal, so if you think so as well, I want you to go ahead and like the video right now. So coming up here again, 5 reasons why the Davante Adams trade was a win for Las Vegas, why it was a steal from top to bottom, and why it's going to be something really good for Derek Carr. We're always having a good time here on the Raiders Report. We go live every single Tuesday. We go live for the breaking news. My team, we were live for 7, maybe 7.5 hours breaking down the Davante Adams move. We also had a lot of fun. To make sure you never miss anything, remember, we're also live on Rumble, pumping out content over there as well. Hit that big red button that says subscribe and turn on those notifications because if you missed the Davante Adams party, it's probably one of the best parties we've ever thrown. All right, y'all, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go through all the 5 reasons of why the Raiders won the deal. First reason coming up here is it didn't cost 2 first-round picks. If you would have told me the Raiders were able to go out and get Adams and it wasn't going to cost 2 first-rounders, I would have laughed in your face. I would have said, wait a minute, Jamal Adams went for 2 first-round picks and Davante Adams didn't. I was wrong. A lot of people were wrong. That's one of the biggest reasons why the Raiders won this deal. Let's go to the next reason here. You didn't have to give up 2 first-round picks, and Adams, he's the best damn receiver in the National Football League. No more wide receiver 1 talk because there is a wide receiver 1. And his name is Davante Adams. Last season had 123 catches, 1,553 yards, 11 touchdowns. In 2020, in 14 games, 18 touchdowns in 14 games, 1,374 yards, 115 grabs. All right, a little bit of a down year, 997, 5 touchdowns. 2018, what you're seeing here is an elite playmaker who also wanted to play with the Raiders and Derek Carr. So what do y'all think about this here? This is what the Raiders Report's about. Going down in the comment section, let me know how y'all are feeling. Is Davante Adams the best receiver in the National Football League? You can go ahead and type your Y for yes, or you can go ahead and type your N for no. If you type your N for no, give me another name, because the only other 2 names that I really, truly believe people can throw out there right now is Cooper Kupp, which, okay, fair enough, or DeAndre Hopkins. If you're throwing out other names besides those 2 guys and you're typing N for no, I personally think you're wrong. I'm going to go with a clear Y for yes. My third reason of why the Raiders and Derek Carr won this deal, Adams wanted to be a Raider. How often do we say on this show, I want guys that want to be on this team. I want guys that take pride in putting that shield on. I want players that take pride in being able to put on that silver and black jersey. There were multiple people out there that reported that the Green Bay Packers offered Davante Adams more money. And Adams still chose to come to Las Vegas. Now, sure, salary tax, maybe that's one of the reasons why. And he was like, well, I'm actually going to make more money with the Raiders. Cool, right? Las Vegas is paying off. But Adams picked the Raiders over the Packers. Adams picked Derek Carr over Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback, but Derek Carr is a better leader. That's also been put out there by multiple credible sources. The fact that Adams was willing to do that makes me very confident that this move is going to work. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Mitch, you said the same thing about Antonio Brown. Nobody thinks Davante Adams is Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown is a nut job. He's a nutcase. He should be put into a room, locked up, and that way nobody has to worry about him because he's a menace to society. That's just the damn truth. But I'll tell you one thing. He'd be kind of interesting on Rumble. I'm not going to lie about that. If you guys want more Raiders content, right to your phone, right to your desktop, then go ahead and give the Raiders Report a follow at rumble.com/Raiders Report. Free and uncensored. I got you. Growing platform. If you want to see me, if you want to see the Raiders Report in more places, that's where I need you to go. And I'm trying to show my bosses that Raider Nation is better than every other channel that we have here at Chat Sports. I know some of y'all were a little bit mad at my boss, James, for taking the Raiders Report off my live show last week, but that's his job as a boss. So how about this? Let's give him a reason to never do that again. If we can pass NFL Daily on Rumble, I'm going to tell James to shove it next time he tries to take me live off air. So go to rumble.com/Raiders Report, give the Raiders Report a follow, and let's show James, let's show everyone in the entire world that Raider Nation is built different. Let's go to the next reason here. This might be one of my favorite reasons. It's a great deal for Adams and for Las Vegas. And I'll get down to why I think it's a great deal for Adams and why it's a great deal for Las Vegas. And it also really helps out DC. I mean, whether people want to admit this or not, over the last season was actually probably one of the worst years Derek's had from a statistical standpoint. His QBR last season was 52.7. That was 13th among all quarterbacks. In 2020, he was ranked 11th. In 2019, he was ranked 10th. QBR is how the NFL measures essentially how good a quarterback is. 2018, 28th. 2017, 21st. We've heard a lot of rumors, and as split as the nation has been, is Derek Carr this? Is Derek Carr that? Well, now you have Davante Adams to help you out with that. Last season, threw for 23 touchdowns, had 14 interceptions, 18 turnovers. With Davante, Derek Carr better get into 30 touchdown range. Yards are fun. Yeah, yards are great. Personally, I'll take those yards, wipe my ass with them. If you could give me 4,000 yards and take this 23 touchdowns, turn that into 33 touchdowns, I'll take that every single day of the week over yards, because yards don't matter. They don't. They realistically don't. What matters is converting in the red zone. So this deal helps out Derek Carr, but it also helps him because I've earned so much more respect for DC because DC got Adams here. We have to realize that. DC is the reason Davante Adams is repping that silver and black. So shout out to him. So how about this? Let's have a little bit of fun here, right? Let's go down to the comment section. Let's look into those crystal balls, y'all. And how many touchdowns will Derek Carr throw this season? Through 23 last season, he's only thrown for 30 touchdowns one time in his career. Threw for 32. Also had 13 interceptions. How many touchdowns is Derek Carr going to throw this upcoming season? Now, I also told you that this contract is very good for Davante. It's also very favorable for the Raiders, and I'll explain all that here in a second. In 2022, his cap hit was $8.2 million, or it's going to be $8.2 million. That's very good. In 2023, $30.5. In 2024, $21.3. And then in 2025, 2026, it's $40 million. You're making $40 million a year, you're going to be very happy. However, if you really look at Adams' contract, the Raiders actually have a potential out after the 2024 season. So the way that I view Davante's contract and the way that the Raiders are viewing Davante Adams' contract is this. It's 3 years, $67.5 million, which is essentially $22.5 million a year. He would have still been the highest paid wide receiver in terms of money per year. That's a good thing for Davante. And when you look at these money here, it's why I view DC as getting that 2-year extension. I know when I put out my idea of Derek Carr's contract extension earlier in the week, people were like, no, Derek's going to get a 4-year extension. No, he's not. Derek's going to get a 2-year contract extension because they are pairing DC and they are pairing Davante Adams together. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, you already know that I put this out there, but here's what I try to do, and I try to explain a little bit more. Davante Adams' contract is why I think Derek Carr gets a 2-year extension. Tay's contract has a potential out after 2024. So I view the contract as 3 years, $67.5 million. That's $22.5 million a year. If the Raiders win with DC and Adams, then you keep both. So if they win with both of those guys, that means Adams is going to be making that extra $40 million a year in 2025, 2026. Derek Carr is going to get a brand new contract. However, if the Raiders can't win with Davante Adams and they can't win with Derek Carr, I think everyone watching here would agree, yeah, you don't keep him. And if that happens, you cut Davante Adams. It costs only $7.7 million in dead cap, which means the Raiders save $72.5 million. You would save $72.5 million in Davante Adams' contract. That's why this deal is just such a steal for Las Vegas. You have to look at the everything when it comes down to it, the nitty-gritty in terms of the contract. Now, if you guys want even more exclusive content here around the Raiders, please, exclusive videos, like me eating a chip, me doing my NFL Combine, me releasing an extra 2 videos every single day, me doing, not every day, every week. I go live at least once a week on Locals as well. So if you want to join the group, it's RaidersReport.locals.com. Now, you can become a member for free. That you can do. However, that doesn't mean you're going to get all the videos that I put out there. If you want to become a monthly supporter, I appreciate you. It's $10 a month. If you want to become a yearly supporter, it's $100 for the year. You get 2 months free. So shout out to El Paso. Shout out to Rustin Long, Giovanni, C. Smith, Def Jasper. Keep rolling through these. Wyoming, Wild Joker, Shaq, Death by Dread, Just Judge Me 37, Super Raid 831, Raider Rob, Ken, Bako, Greg. I mean, we've had a lot of other people as well that are new yearly supporters. So if you want to see yourself on a future show, if you want me to answer your DMs, Instagram is very overwhelming, and I have put all my concentration now on Locals for answering DMs. So if that's how you want to get at me, go ahead, join us. RaidersReport.locals.com. All right, let's go to the last reason. McDaniels needs to win ASAP. He needs to win ASAP. And in this division, you need to go out and make some ballsy moves. This is the greatest division in NFL history. With the Chiefs, with the Broncos, with the Chargers. That's just a fact. And I don't really know how you can even argue. This is the most quarterback talent that there's ever been in a division right now. That's how it's stacked. The fact that Josh McDaniels is 11-17 all time. The fact that Josh McDaniels has had all the other issues he's had with the Indianapolis Colts, with him already being a head coach in this division. They needed to win right now. Davante Adams at his current deal at $8.2 million helps the Raiders win right now. And yes, not having a first-round pick sucks. But I'll take Davante Adams every single day of the week and twice again on Sundays because I know it's a new regime, but I've also seen the last 5 first-round picks that the Raiders have had, which is why the Raiders won the Davante Adams trade.